I really feel for Donald Trump, but it looks like things may be coming to a close. Welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you haven't already, please hit the like button for the video. Totally appreciate you guys. You guys were absolutely amazing. Well, guys, Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg is in trouble, guys. He's in trouble because his star witness, Michael Cohen, just confessed to a crime. And, well, this is leaving DA Alvin Bragg in some hot water. Let's just put it that way. I mean, like, you know, we're all aware that Michael Cohen isn't at trial here, but it doesn't help that the one witness that's supposed to put Donald Trump in jail is forced to admit his wrongdoing, right? Not in front of the jury of all people, right? So anyway, Michael Cohen, he's been seen as a very, let's just call him a problematic witness, with legal analysts pointing to a past of him lying under oath. And this particular troubled lawyer, he used to work for former President Donald Trump, and during this time supposedly stole money from Donald Trump's organization. Now, this was heard by the jury, guys, and it just further adds to the question surrounding Michael Cohen's credibility. His credibility is just shot, period, point blank. In fact, it's very questionable as to how the prosecution is going to deal with this, especially, given that the defense has proven already that Michael Cohen is, in fact, financially benefiting from his attacks on Donald Trump. He's doing it, which it kind of implies that Donald Trump isn't the one who's corrupt and is a liar. It's Cohen. Michael Cohen is the one who's a liar here. And you're not going to believe the reasoning behind Michael Cohen's I can't believe he actually said this, to be honest with you guys. You're not going to believe the reason that Michael Cohen gave for stealing thousands of dollars from the Trump organization, as well as what the judge just did in the courtroom. Take a listen, guys.
Tonight, Donald Trump's lawyers laser focused on destroying the credibility of the state's star witness, Trump's former fixer, Michael Cohen, the only person to testify he spoke with Trump about the hush money deal with porn star Stormy Daniels. On cross-examination, defense attorney Todd Blanche getting Cohen to admit under oath he'd stolen $30,000 from the Trump organization. And then, after the prosecution rested its case, the defense calling a surprise witness, ushering in an explosive courtroom confrontation. Robert Costello, a lawyer who advised Cohen in the days after his hotel room and office were raided by the FBI in 2018, Costello testified Cohen was manic and suicidal, quoting him saying, "My life is shattered. My family's life is shattered. I really want you to explain to me what my options are.
Now, I want you guys to keep in mind that Robert Costello, he previously advised, he was basically Michael Cohen's previous lawyer. This is the lawyer that Judge Juan Merchan really doesn't like. He's been really rude to him. And he's been blatantly just, basically, you could tell he hates him.
I want you to explain to me what my options are. What's my escape route? Costello said he told Cohen all his problems would go away if he just told the feds the truth about Donald Trump and the deal with Stormy Daniels. But he said Cohen insisted Trump knew nothing about those payments, that he did this on his own, saying, "I swear to God, Bob, I don't have anything on Donald Trump."
Wow.
Throughout Costello's testimony.
Wow. This is DA Alvin Bragg's best witness. This is DA Alvin Bragg's star witness. He literally just confessed he got nothing.
The truth about Donald Trump and the deal with Stormy Daniels. But he said Cohen insisted Trump knew nothing about those payments, that he did this on his own, saying, "I swear to God, Bob, I don't have anything on Donald Trump." Throughout Costello's testimony, prosecutors objected, and when Judge Juan Merchan upheld those objections, Costello audibly reacted from the witness stand. "Geez," he said one time. "Ridiculous," he mumbled under his breath. The judge was furious, sending the jury out of the room and addressing Costello directly. "If you don't like my ruling, you don't give me side-eye and you don't roll your eyes. Do you understand that?" Costello glared at him. "Are you staring me down?" the judge asked. And then the dramatic move, Judge Juan Merchan clearing the courtroom, sending everybody out into the hallway. When the trial resumed, Costello back on the stand, prosecutors beginning their cross-examination. He'll be back on the stand tomorrow, but tonight, before court adjourned for the day, Trump's lawyer asking Judge Merchan to dismiss the case.
Hopefully the motion to dismiss this trial will go through, because this trial is a disaster for our country.
Wow.
No media.
Wow, guys. Like, first of all, do you guys get the feeling that this judge thinks he's God? Like, I mean, the audacity of this guy. I mean, let me know what you guys think, guys. I mean, please. So anyway, wow. Wow. Legal analysts have put into question Judge Merchan's actions, with some people suggesting that Robert Costello was essentially destroying Michael Cohen's testimony. And you can already tell whose side Judge Juan Merchan's on. This is why he doesn't like Robert Costello, to be honest with you guys. I mean, or at least this is why I think the judge doesn't like him. So was this the reason as to why he cleared out the courtroom? Because Robert Costello was destroying Michael Cohen's testimony? I mean, think about it. And then he threatens him. He's like, "Are you staring me down?" As if the next, if you're staring me down, I'm going to throw you in prison. Unbelievable. Especially since Michael Cohen basically said that especially since Robert Costello basically said that Michael Cohen admitted to not having anything on Donald Trump. So DA Alvin Bragg didn't like that. Juan Merchan didn't like that. And if Juan Merchan can't get Donald Trump locked up, I mean, he basically failed for the Democrats. He would have also failed his daughter. His daughter is paid to promote the Democrats. So this is not a good look for him, right? So now let's get to the real reason that Michael Cohen gave for why he stole $30,000 from Donald Trump's organization. Okay. Now, when asked if he actually stole money, Michael Cohen, surprisingly, he admitted right then and there, immediately. He said that he submitted a $50,000 reimbursement request for a payment to a tech company called Redfinch. And basically, he said that it's been said that Donald Trump owed the company $50,000, but Michael Cohen revealed that he only paid that company like 20 grand, with Michael Cohen pocketing the difference. This is not like, when we were kids, your mom gives you $5 to go into the gas station or the grocery store. You pick up something for $3 and you keep the change. No, this guy lied to Donald Trump's company, saying that there was a $50,000 bill that needed to be paid. He took out the 50, gave the company that was owed money the 20, and he kept the $30,000. This is not okay. So basically, Michael Cohen delivered the cash payment in a paper bag, of all things, to a contact at Redfinch. The prosecutor, Susan Hoffinger, she asked her witness why he doesn't choose to ask for the full amount, even though he didn't give it to the tech company. Michael Cohen then essentially said that he was angry with his bonus. This is his reasoning. I mean, he's got to be the dumbest attorney I've ever encountered, because I haven't met him. So he's got to be the dumbest attorney I've ever encountered. Some of the things he says, all the lies he tells, and the lies that he's forgetting he's told, it's unbelievable. So Michael Cohen said that he was mad, he was angry that his bonus was reduced this year, and that the bigger reimbursement was owed to him, and was almost like what he called self-help. So I'm just going to help myself to the extra bonus that I should have gotten. How's this guy not locked up? How is DA Alvin Bragg not coming after this guy with felony charges? I mean, Trump shouldn't be on trial. Michael Cohen should be on trial. Anyway, so Donald Trump on his end, he has basically continued to comment on this entire case, even with the threat of a gag order. So the former president posted on Truth Social just recently that people are they're thinking that the Soros-backed DA Alvin Bragg may actually drop these charges against him. He says that this case is a witch hunt and that it's very unpatriotic. Only then would DA Alvin Bragg be able to focus on the real problems in New York, citing rampant crime that's now out of control. So basically, Donald Trump then turned his attention to Judge Juan Merchan. He called him a Trump-hating judge, and is one who would be confronted with the problem of explaining to he would be confronted with the problem of explaining a possible Trump loss to the Democrats. And I'm calling it right now. There's going to be a problem for Judge Juan Merchan. Trump then called that Mershon owes the Democrats a lot, alluding to both his wife and his daughter's affiliations with a lot of high-ranking Democrats that have enriched their family. So he then went ahead and called in justice. He called on justice in America to be brought back, and that all of these cases are nothing more than election interference. So what do you guys think, though? Like, I've never seen this level of election interference in all my freaking life. And at this point, there is a chance that justice does happen. But, you know, that is if the jury actually sees what's actually happening. But from what I'm seeing and from what I'm hearing from those who are actually in the courtrooms and actually reporting on what they're seeing, it actually sounds like the jury is paying attention. Now, what is concerning, though, is that there is a, the jury was dismissed, but they want to take like a really long break before allowing the jury to make a decision. So this is concerning because the jury could easily forget what's being discussed, what was said. They could lose the emotional commitment that they had, maybe, if that makes any sense to you guys, during a 14-day break. So that's a little bit concerning. It's like, why are you doing this, guy? Like, I think he's doing it because the defense was so strong. The judge wants the jury to forget. That's kind of dangerous. Eric Jordan, thank you so much for the $2 super chat, my friend. Eric Jordan says, Michael Cohen, you one big time dummy. It's Trump 2024. Appreciate you, man. But yeah, this is we're gonna have to see what actually happens when the jury comes back. Many different legal experts believe that this case will be thrown out and that the case is going to get dropped, and it's all going to be pinned on Michael Cohen. Now, remember, Donald Trump, he does have a gag order. He's not supposed to talk about this case. Obviously, Donald Trump is one to kind of, test the parameters, test the boundaries, so to speak. But we're going to see. But Donald Trump, he's been fined multiple times for multiple thousands of dollars. Now, obviously, for Donald Trump, a couple thousands of dollars, not really a big deal. I mean, heck, he's the same guy who's getting hit like, $112,000 a day from Attorney General Letitia James. And yeah, he $1,000 a day. He probably had that for breakfast anyway. So, but although the same cannot be said for Michael Cohen, there's no gag order on this guy. Why is there not a gag order on Michael Cohen? This guy can just jump on TikTok, stream all day long, talk crap about Donald Trump, talk about the case. The judge doesn't even say a word to him. This tells you everything you need to know, guys. That tells you everything you need to know. And it kills me. Sometimes I watch CNN and some of these other news stations, and you'll hear some of the opinions on CNN, and the argument is that they feel like it's a really fair trial. It's hard to believe that this is a fair trial when you see what's happening, or at least when you see and hear what's happening in the courtroom. I want you guys to let me know in the comments real quick. Do y'all think that this is a fair trial? Like, do you really believe that Donald Trump is getting a fair trial? Let me know, guys. But yeah, Donald Trump's defense team played several clips of Michael Cohen's podcast, Me Culpa. So in this podcast, Michael Cohen, he was quoted in saying that, get this, I forget what movie I saw this on. I think it was like, oh my God, Lawrence Fishburne, where he said, revenge is a dish best served cold, and that he wants Donald Trump to rot in prison. So this is what was quoted from Michael Cohen's podcast called Me Culpa. So do any of you guys listen to that podcast, Michael Cohen's podcast? Does anyone listen to it? Let me know. But anyway, yeah, so he said that just thinking about the president, just thinking about the former president, Donald Trump, in Otisville prison makes him giddy with joy. Okay. Okay. Yeah. We have a very biased witness on the stand from the prosecution side, and yet the judge will not remove him. The judge will not remove him. Unbelievable. So Michael Cohen was asked by Todd Blanche, which is Donald Trump's lead attorney on the hush money trial, New York versus Trump case. Cohen was asked by Todd Blanche if he meant these words, especially the part where he says that revenge is a dish best served cold, right? So he answered yes. No shame in the game here. He was then asked if he was willing to lie under oath if it affects his personal life, to which his understanding of the English language all of a sudden just kind of dropped off the face of the earth. He didn't understand what the question was. It seemed like he couldn't interpret the question, right? So Cohen surprisingly said that he didn't understand the question, right? So Blanche decided to rephrase his question by reminding Cohen that he did testify under oath months ago that he was willing to lie if it affects his personal life, to which Cohen then magically realized his own words and agreed. He was then asked the same question again, but only Todd Blanche changed the context of the question to Donald Trump's hush money case. Now, before he could even answer, the prosecution objected to the question, an objection that was amazingly sustained by Judge Juan Merchan. Now, I want you to look at this situation very carefully, okay? He sustained this objection even though many analysts believe that he should have overruled it. So Todd Blanche then rephrased the question to, would you be willing to lie if it affects you personally? To which Cohen responded, yes, sir. So now this really just absolutely, it sets the record straight. Michael Cohen has a personal vendetta against Donald Trump. Now, if you add to the fact that he's been making money off of attacking the former president on different social media sites like TikTok, I mean, he's got a book that is, that he's generating. I think he said he made like $3.4 million. He's making all sorts of money off of Donald Trump attacks. So anyway, this exchange, it also kind of put into light just how Judge Merchan feels about this case. I mean, this tells you everything you need to know, guys, because a lot of experts are wondering if he favors DA Alvin Bragg's team over Donald Trump's team. Well, I really don't think you have to wonder that. I think it's abundantly clear at this point. The judge definitely favors DA Alvin Bragg's team, which has led a lot of people to believe that even though the facts favor Donald Trump, it still might be a challenge for Donald Trump to have a fair trial at the end. Because at the end of the day, the jury ultimately makes the call. But we can't ignore the fact that Judge Juan Merchan can kind of put his hand on the scale and add a little bit of weight there. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely got to keep a close watch on this one. Yeah. So I'm going to ask you guys, will Donald Trump be held guilty for a crime that we're not even sure of? Will he? Let me know, guys. Or will Judge Merchan be forced to throw this case out with pretty much everything that's come out in court? There's a lot of reasons why this case should have been thrown out. And I feel like, at this point, if Merchan doesn't throw this case out, he should immediately be audited by the appeals court. The appeals court should just step in. I mean, this is such a high profile case. Why the appeals court hasn't stepped in already is beyond me. I mean, honestly, it's not beyond me because it's like more of the same. These super left-leaning, Donald Trump hating judges, which make up the appeals court, it's all a sham. Honestly, I personally believe that for Donald Trump to get the full fairness of the trial, he's probably going to have his legal team escalate this to like the Supreme Court or something like that. But we'll keep it optimistic. We'll see where this goes. But what do you guys think? This is wild, isn't it? What's up, Brenda Jackson? What's going on, Mountain Goddess? Let's see. Brenda Jackson says the writing is splashing boldly on the wall as to who the judge favors. I know, right? I know. Guadalupe Rubino, what's going on? Guadalupe says, I think Merchan will throw it out. Let's see. Ursula Lisakowski, my first job was $1 an hour. Wow. No way. Your first job was $1 an hour? Holy cow. What was the minimum wage at that time? What's going on? Paul Squires from Australia. What's up, dude? Nana's Crochet Corner in the house. Appreciate you checking in, Guadalupe. Let's see. Everybody type in. Everybody type in. How much was the minimum wage, or how much was your hourly wage of your first job? I can't believe that I'm seeing WVU Mountaineer Layer with Kenny saying that his first job was $1.25 an hour. That's crazy. I have no idea what year that might have been. Lisa B. Free says my first job was $1.30 per hour. Holy cow. Unbelievable. Here, I thought, I was working for some slavery wages at $4.25 an hour as my first job, but shoot, $1 or something? That's crazy. Anyway, if you guys haven't already, please take a second, hit the like button for the video. Totally appreciate you guys. We gotta get our country back, man. We are going to do it. Appreciate you, truth seekers. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button, join the community. Thanks so much for sharing these videos, and I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one.